Hey, this is Ryan with WebEminence.com. Thanks for watching this video. I have a lot of my clients ask me about taking online bookings or online appointments on their website, and that can be a really expensive thing to do if you're going to custom program it. So most small businesses can't afford that, but there's a lot of good plugins and software services that allow you to take online bookings on your website and take payments at the same time. But I've been researching some of these different software services, and I wanted to review a few of them so I can show my future clients and then anyone else who's investigating these types of services. So the first one I'm looking at and reviewing is BookFresh. I've actually spent the last few weeks setting it up with a client, so I'm able to share what I've learned with you. So I'm in a free account here, so this is what you see when you create a new free account. One thing that's nice is they give you a few steps to get started, which is good for a new customer because it gives you some nice and easy steps to follow to start to create the services within BookFresh. So one of the first things you're going to do, and the first thing we're going to look at, is clicking on My Business at the top. And this is where you're going to go to set up all the information about your business, like your name, phone, some of your profiles, your business hours, which is going to be used to create your schedule and your calendar, your location. You can set your staff here. Right now I just have myself in as a staff member. You can have multiple staff members so that appointments can be booked with different staff members. Under settings, you can change your hours, scheduling, manage your appointments, and change your client relations. Client relations is basically changing reminders and some of the social networking and emails that go out to your new clients. So this system will automatically remind your new clients by email and text message, and you can change all the settings within here. Another setting that's important to mention is the payment setting. BookFresh does allow you to take payments at the same time people create an appointment. So you can do that with PayPal or BookFresh Payments. And BookFresh Payments is using a credit card processor called WePay, and it's totally integrated. So I'll show you what that looks like towards the end here. But it costs 2.9% and 30 cents per transaction right now, plus $5 a month to use that. So it's reasonably priced, and it's probably what you're going to want to use if you end up using BookFresh. I haven't tested it using PayPal, but I believe it's going to be a lot more seamless process for your clients if you use BookFresh Payments. So after you set up all these settings like your business information and your payment settings, the next step is really to set up your services and your calendar. So there's two ways you can create availability on your calendar, and one way is classes, which is up here, and I'll show you that after I show you how to create your basic services. So to set up your services, we're going to go back to My Business and click on Services, which I skipped initially when we looked at it. And here you see they have an initial consultation for 30 minutes, which is free. That was just a service that was in there by default as an example. So I'm going to click on Edit to show you what options can be edited with a service. So here you can change the name, the description, the duration by number of minutes or number of hours. You can change the cost, and you can see there's fixed prices, free, included, complimentary, and varies. You can make the service available only to one client or to multiple clients. And this is the main difference between a service and a class. A service is basically something that's available during all your business hours, like if you do, if you're a salon and you cut hair, then that service is probably available during all your open business hours when there's a staff person there. A class, on the other hand, is at a set time on your calendar, and it's for a specific number of people. So you might give a class for 10 people at 1 o'clock on Tuesdays. So you can set up classes or services that run all during your business hours. This that we're setting up here is a service, and I'm going to show you the classes next. So the availability we're going to leave on 1 per client, or 1 client per appointment, and I am assigned as the staff member. You can assign specific hours for that service. If you don't, it's just going to default to your default business hours, which we've already set, and the default is 9 to 5 Monday through Friday. This setting isn't important for us right now. Another setting is transition time between appointments. If you have 15-minute transitions between appointments, you could change that here. I'm going to click Save to save that appointment. And before I show you the calendar, let's first look at classes. So I'm going to click on Classes, and it works much the same way. I already created a test class. It's being offered once. The cost is $100. It's 4 hours. And if we click on Edit, you can see that's really the only settings that are available. Now, I deleted that class and I set up a new one just to show you that when you create a class, it does give you the ability to select a date, make it a recurring event that recurs weekly, monthly, yearly, etc. Change the time for the start time, and then here's where you put in how many attendees are allowed. So it will limit the number of bookings to 10 in this case. So I click Save and Finish. It's going to add that class to my calendar, which I'll show you in a minute. So that's basically how you set up your calendar with services and classes that your clients can book. You can see it's pretty easy. I didn't go into detail with all the different options they give you, but they do give you a lot of options for customizing it to your schedule and the way your business works. Now, after you have your business information and your classes and service schedule set up, the next step is to integrate it into your website, or you can also use the mini site that BookFresh gives you. So I'm going to use the mini site just to show you how the booking works. So we're on my mini site here. This is the default site they give you. You can't really change much but pictures, text. So this might be a nice site for some people, but most people are probably going to integrate BookFresh into their existing website so that they can customize the design and things like that. But we're going to use this as an example just to show you how the booking system is going to work on your website. So this is what your clients are going to see when they go to book on your website. First, they're going to be able to choose a service, and in this case, the list is showing my test class that I created for $100 and the initial consultation, which is free. So let's go ahead and book the test class as an example. So I click Book Now, and I'm going to change the date. It's defaulting to the first date available where it says 7 a.m., 10 slots available. So I click on that gray box. My information is already typed in because I typed it earlier, and I click Submit. And typically, if payments are set up, it's going to go right to a payment page where people type in their credit card information, click Submit right on one page, and then it's going to take them to this page, which is a thank you page. It would work the same way if we went back and tried to book an initial consultation, which is available every 30 minutes. So it's a little bit different because if they were to click on Thursday, November 28th, they're going to get an option for all the times that are available in that day. So you see it's every half hour. So they can click on an option, again, submit their information, make payment on the next page, and then it's going to take them to this thank you page. So that's how the booking is going to work, whether you're using the mini site that BookFresh gives you or you're integrating this widget onto your website. So let me go back to the BookFresh dashboard and show you some of the widgets that they give you. The large widget is the one I just showed you. They have a WordPress plugin. They have a Book Now button. They have this mini widget, which looks like this orange box over here. It can be customized for color. And here's the mini website I just showed you. So to use one of these widgets on your website, you would just click Use, and it's as simple as copying all this code and pasting it right onto your website. So as an example, here is the BookFresh widget pasted into the website of one of my clients. So you see we have a register page with some instructions on the left-hand side, and on the right-hand side we have the BookFresh widget, which looks just like the one that was on the mini site I showed you. So people can choose one of the classes and then choose a date, and I will show you here what the payment page looks like. Gives you some information. You can have prepayment or a deposit. In this case, this client is using a full prepayment. So you click Pay Now, and it's going to take you to a credit card checkout page just like this, and they're going to click Next and then Process, and it'll take them to the thank you page that I showed you. So the last thing I'm going to show you is the calendar within BookFresh, which is going to show you all your bookings. So here you can see a few of the bookings that I just put through as a test. So you can see this calendar view. You can integrate this with some of your calendars like Google Calendar or Outlook. You can print it. You can also add in blocks. For example, I just clicked on 10 o'clock. I can manually add reservations for clients, or you can add special events by clicking the event radio button up here, and for example saying I'm busy during certain times of the calendar, or you can open up times that you're not normally available by clicking on free and then changing some of the time to be free. So there's a lot of options for customizing your calendar, but this is a good way for you to just at a glance see how your schedule is filling up for different staff members. Here you can see you can change the staff members. I'm in a free account, so it's only one staff member. If you have any questions about BookFresh, maybe wondering if it's a good fit for you, or maybe you're looking for someone to set it up for you, that is something I can help you with. I could create a website for you and integrate BookFresh into your website. So make sure to contact me by posting a comment here on YouTube or get in touch with me through my website. If you found this helpful, I'd appreciate it if you click the like button on YouTube. That does help the video become more visible so that more people can see it. So I'd appreciate it if you do that. Thanks for taking the time to watch this video, and make sure to click subscribe on YouTube if you don't want to miss any of my future videos, and we will see you on the next one.